Hi, I'm Scott Jiggle and I'm here in my big red car. Us Jiggles sure earn a lot of money, and that's why it's important for us to claim all the deductions we can. But how do we claim the big red car? Let's look in the parallelogram window and find out more. Today I'm focusing on car expenses, and I'm focusing on car expenses for employees. Furthermore, I'm only focusing on actual cars, not trade vehicles. This has got a lot easier in the past few years. Previously there were 4 ways to claim a car, but as of 1st of July 2015, 2 of those options went bye-bye. In order to claim a deduction for car expenses, you must pass the first hurdle of controlling the car either by lease or ownership. If the car is owned or leased by someone else, even your spouse, you can only claim a deduction at a different label on the tax return and only using the logbook method. The first option is to claim a set rate per kilometre up to 5,000 kilometres per year. The ATO's current rate is 66 cents per kilometre, which limits your deduction to $3,300. Note that more than one person can claim 5,000 kilometres for the same car, and one person can claim up to 5,000 kilometres for 2 different cars. You don't need a written record of the number of kilometres, but you do need to be able to show how you calculated your claim. I'd suggest that keeping a written record of all your business travel is still the safest way to make sure you claim all the expenses you can. The second option is to claim via a logbook method. The logbook method has 2 main requirements. The first is that you keep a valid logbook for a 12-week period, and the second is that you keep receipts for all your expenses in relation to your car. The requirements of a valid logbook can be found on the ATO website. Just Google ATO vehicle deduction. The ATO also have a My Deductions program on their ATO app, and this gives you all that you need to claim the deduction. Please note that one of the most common reasons people fail a motor vehicle expenses audit is because they kept a logbook, but they didn't meet all the strict requirements of a valid logbook. The information contained in the logbook is used to calculate a valid business percentage. This is then applied to all your car expenses, including depreciation and interest. This means that if you use your car quite a lot for work, you can end up with quite a large claim, especially when you consider that the logbook will last for up to 5 years after it's done, as long as there isn't a significant change in your use. There are some specific trips that can be claimed in your logbook or set rate per kilometre claim. Travel between 2 separate workplaces, i.e. from one job to the other. Travel from your main workplace to an alternate workplace or client premises and back home again or back to work. If home is a place of employment, from home to an alternate workplace for that same employer, provided you're on duty before you leave. From home to an alternative workplace and then back home again or on to work. If you're required to carry heavy or bulky tools for work and there's not a secure personal lockable facility for you. Itinerant work, although there are a number of subcategories for this that I won't go through today. There are also specific trips that can't be claimed. Minor use, such as a small trip to collect the mail on the way to work. Call-outs, unless you're already working before you start driving. Driving from home to your regular workplace multiple times a day. Driving from home to overtime or shift work. From home where it's a place of business to the place of employment for a different employer. If your employer reimburses you for vehicle use and it's not shown as taxable income on your payment summary, you need to voluntarily declare this income to be able to claim motor vehicle expenses. Also note that if you have claimed the logbook method and you sell the vehicle for more than you've depreciated it down to, you may have to pay tax on a percentage of the profit you make. Well, that's all today, kids. I hope we've helped you claim your big red car. If you've got any other topics you want us to cover, stick it down in the comments. I'm Scott Jiggle, and this is the Nuck Report.